What food isn't worth the effort to be homemade? I made my own chipotle aioli after having a sandwich in a restaurant and loving the sauce. Food processor, eggs, oil, seasoning, and some trial and error resulted in a pretty good sauce, and a lot of cleanup. I later learned the restaurant just mixes chipotle powder into Hellmann's mayo. The author of the book, Make the Bread, Buy the Butter, combed through dozens of typical foods and determined which ones are worth producing yourself and which should be purchased. Strongly suggested. The book also includes recipes and color commentary, and it's a lot of fun. Phyllo pastry. I've made homemade ramen fully from scratch. Noodles, the broth, the chasu, whole 9 fucking yards. Literally once in my life. Once. Never doing that shit again. Once we made homemade Coca-Cola. It was amazing to see the absolutely crazy different flavors that go into it and this crazy broth to slowly become such a familiar smell. Came out right on the money. Then we went and bought some Cokes. I've had multiple people try and make tater tots. You can't recreate the magic with low effort. Why should I pay $10 for pad thai when for $15 I can buy the ingredients and make a much worse pad thai? Crackers. I made them from scratch and it was more trouble than it's worth. Anything with puff pastry. My aunt was a professional baker for a long time. According to her, if you shop at Costco the answer is cheesecake. She was always particularly good at making cheesecake and she fully believes there's no reason to put in the effort because the ones they sell are that good. I haven't had her homemade cheesecake in a long time so I can't compare, but those Costco cheesecakes are the bomb. Also, my cat loves to sleep in the lids. Edit. Cat tax. Croissants. I spent hours trying to make those ones once and the result tasted fine but they weren't croissants. Getting the layered puff pastry right is beyond my skills and it's an absurd amount of work. Now I just buy some if I want some. Edit. People, please stop suggesting Pillsbury. I'll buy them at a bakery. Put the ones Pillsbury sells in cans are a crime against. Bakery? A crime anyways. I've never made it myself but I watched Babish make Baked Alaska on his channel and that looked like a real chore for what amounted to a $15 ice cream cake from Baskin-Robbins. Edit. So I forgot Babish's Baked Alaska was part of his Sims video and not an independent video, so if anyone wanted to watch it here you go. I'm the kind of guy to go all the way in making things myself. Bread, pasta, pizza, burger buns, flour tortillas, sushi, etc. all from scratch. Never again am I trying to make mochi ice cream. Hard, long and frustrating. I've been trying to make steamed buns and it's hella hard. Steamer basket, making the dough, and sometimes it just doesn't come out right. I wish my town had more Vietnamese places. For me, anything fried. Deep frying at home takes way too long, and it usually doesn't taste that much better than store-bought stuff. Also macarons. Fuck those lil guys, they take hours and don't even rise half the time. Tamales. As a Texan, tamales are life, but I never knew why they were so damned expensive. Then I tried to make them. The recipe and ingredients are easy, but assembling the damn things takes 4 arms and 92 fingers. I will happily hand my money to some nice abuela for them so I never have to lose my mind with sticky masa ever again. A lot of pasta stuff, I'm thinking specifically of pierogies. Homemade tastes better for sure, but maybe like 25% 50% better than store-bought. However, instead of being a meal that takes 15 minutes, it becomes an all-day affair with hours and hours of work. 50% better taste for 1200% more effort isn't a good homemade improvement ratio, emo. Sushi. 100%. I can't tell if I am just bad at making it but it will never be as good as sushi from a restaurant. Macarons. Update. Damn, didn't realize macarons were so polarizing. This is the most responses I've ever received for a comment. Tears of joy. Anything with odd ingredients you don't use regularly. Buying ingredients for something that you may eat once in a blue moon is rarely worth it. Just get it at a restaurant. What's your biggest turn off? Mocking some's hobbies or interests without even having a general understanding of that thing. Lack of hygiene. When people lie to me, even when I know the truth. That and bad hygiene. Always trying to one-up you or people you talk to. I'm a psycho hehehehe. Better be careful dating me, I'm crazy heheha. I've lived with a schizophrenic parent. It's a very bad ride for the people closest to the person suffering. Pretending you're crazy to look edgy is literally the biggest turn off for me. Just admit you're a jealous person. Don't pull the "I'm crazy hehe" card. Litterbugs. I dated a girl for about 6 months until I found out she would constantly litter. Her excuse was, someone will pick it up. We didn't last much longer after that. When they talk shit about their ex and it's all their fault. Someone who isn't into me. It sounds obvious, but I've gone on dates where the other person seemed like they really didn't want to be there. Like their mind was elsewhere, or they owe me the courtesy of a date for some reason. I'm a big boy. I don't really want to hear your shallow reason as to why you don't want to be here, but just be straight with me and stop wasting both of our time. Not sure if it's the biggest one, but when a person talks about others behind their back. I think we all do it when frustrated, but when someone makes it a part of their daily life, it becomes toxic and frankly undesirable. The mean guy persona. Telling people you are an alpha male. Overdramatizing absolutely everything they do. Cruelty. Using mental illness as a personality or to seem quirky, or being extremely shallow. The I am hard to get thing. Foul body odor. People who don't have clean houses. I don't mind mess and norm stuff like people smelling occasionally, but people who are not clean in the kitchen and bathroom are gross. Manipulation. Edit. Wow. 1.8k Thai. Thai. Apparently I'm not alone. Belittling your partner. Chewing with your mouth open. You could be the most perfect woman for me, but as soon as I see you eating without closing your mouth, yay, we're done.